Hello, Lacrosse fans, and welcome to Tamalpais Redtail Hawks Lacrosse 2021. And today the Hawks will be facing the Terra Trojans. Before we get started here, I wanted to mention the Tam High players. And I'm going to start with the seniors. Number 1, Quinn Rothwell on attack. The next senior on the roster is Stella Waters, number 4, on defense. Number 8, Lillian Flynn on attack. Number 9, Maggie Griffiths at midfield. Number 13, Phoebe Merriman at midfield. Number 20, Cassie Kelly on defense. Number 21, Sam Smith at midfield. Number 23, Kaylee Morris at midfield. And that is all our seniors. I'm going to continue with the rest of the roster now. Number 2, Colette Hale on defense. She's a freshman. Number 3, Shelby Copetta. She's a junior at midfield. Number 5, Graciela Hale, freshman on attack. Number 6, Kiersey Harris, sophomore, defense. Number 7, Emma Palmer, a sophomore on attack. Number 10, Zoe Newlight, a junior on attack. Number 11, Aylin Curtis, a sophomore on defense. Number 12, Allie Harris, a junior on defense. Number 14, Noelle Tober, a sophomore on defense. Number 15, Carson Can, a freshman on attack. Number 16, TJ Hill, she's a junior at midfield. Number 17, Sylvie May, a sophomore at midfield. Number 18, Kendra Weissman, a junior on attack. Number 19, Sophia Constant, a freshman, defense. Number 22, Zadie Foskett, a freshman on attack. Number 24, Annie Shine, a sophomore at midfield. Number 25, Andy Kelly, a freshman on defense. Number 26, Lucy Hexamer, a sophomore on attack. Number 27, a sophomore with bravery, in goal, Ella Murphy. Number 54, Maddie Smith, a sophomore at midfield. And that is our lineup for the Hawks. Sadly for the Trojans, we do not have a roster, but the Trojans look ready to go. They're wearing their proud blue colors. Tam Hawks in white jerseys. We're broadcasting to you from Mill Valley, California. Conditions are currently ideal for lacrosse. It's 63 degrees and mostly sunny. We've got a light breeze. Before we get to the excitement of the game, I just wanted to mention our sponsors for this broadcast on TAM TV are the TAM High Boosters and the TAM Foundation. Thank you for all you do and your support of this broadcast of 2021 Redtail Hawks Lacrosse. I'm sure you can hear that, a spirited cheer from the Hawks. They are ready to play. And as they approach the circle, I believe it's going to be Sam Smith on the face-off, number 21, Phoebe Merriman on the outside, and Maggie Griffiths on the other side. Starting on attack for the Hawks, it looks like we have Kendra Weissman, Quinn Rothwell, Lillian Flynn, and TJ Hill. On defense for the Hawks, we have, well, there may be 2 TJ Hills. I see 2 number 16s. I can't see it. I'll have to check the defense roster in just a minute as the girls start to move around on the field. Beginning of the face-off. And it's actually Maggie Griffiths taking the face-off with Sam Smith on the outside. Strategic change-up by the Tam High coach. And Griffiths with the win. She collects her own win. Carries it past the midfield marker. Close to the 12-meter. Past the 8. Maggie looking to go north to south, but Terra puts up a nice defense. She's working it around. Oh, she hits the top post. And Quinn Rothwell picks it back up. but it comes out of the net. Terra Linda has it in their defensive zone. They have it under control. There's a whistle. And it looks like a penalty to Terra Linda. They're moving it around back behind their goal. Another delay. Correction by the referee. Returning the ball to the defender for Terra Linda, number 10. And there's the whistle. Terra Linda trying to moving it out of their defensive zone, past their own 12-meter. Tam High putting up a great defense. And it goes back to the keeper, but a little overthrown. The defender picks it up, working behind the goal. Finds her teammate, trying to get out of the defensive zone. Looks like Lillian Flynn putting up a fight. Oh, a little bit of a collision. And it looks like that call will go to Terra Linda. And the Trojans are back with possession, trying to move it across the midfield line. Oh, Tamalpais rattles it loose. Kendra Weissman running with open space towards the Terra Linda goal. She's gone to X position behind the crease where she'll work it for the rest of the Hawks. Quinn Rothwell in front of the goal. Oh, ball comes out. Recovery by Sam Smith. Still on the ground. Sam Smith has it in possession. She flips it over to Phoebe Merriman. Merriman at the 12-meter. Passes it over to Flynn. Flynn back to Weissman. Smith at the 12-meter going in towards the goal. Oh. Smith draws the shooting lane foul. So from the 8-meter. Whistle blows. Smith hits the post with a hard shot. It clears out to the far side. Quinn Rothwell with the ball. Bounced right off the goalpost and right out of bounds. So Tamalpais maintains possession. Rothwell looking. Finds Smith on point. Smith over to Shine. Shine to Merriman. Merriman coming in. Whips it down and scores a goal on the low right side. Phoebe Merriman, a senior. Nice goal. And Merriman was well set up by her teammates on that play. .21:40 remaining on the clock. Tamalpais 1, Terra Linda scoreless. Maggie Griffiths again in the face-off circle against number 3 of Terra Linda. Griffiths wins it. Oh, Merriman on the ground. Griffiths picks it back up. And the call goes to Terra Linda. They take possession on the other side of the halfway line. Another whistle. Might have been where the penalty started. Okay, Terra Linda, number 10, passing to number 3. Another whistle. And Terra Linda working it around. Some exciting news here in the announcement booth. We've just received a full roster of the Terra Linda Trojans. And I apologize for the delay in identifying the players and all their efforts on the field. Right now, Tamalpais picks up a loose ball in front of their own 12, and Smith, holding the stick low, is going with speed all the way north to south, and in the ball goes. Back in the face-off circle, it looks like we've got Maggie Griffiths again. And number 3 is Emily Wenzel for Terra Linda. So Wenzel and Griffiths. And whistle. Griffiths with the win. She gets her own win in the face-off circle. Well done. Griffiths carrying it across. She's past the 30-yard line. Sees Weissman. Weissman with a low shot in the right corner. Well done. 2-0 Hawks. Excuse me, 3-0. I forgot Sam Smith's north to south goal. How could I forget that? So 3-0 Hawks. Back into the face-off is Emily Wenzel, again against Maggie Griffiths. Referee places the ball. Once he places that firmly between the nets of the two opposing players, backs away, back to the circle, and we're on. Griffiths wins that pull, and Phoebe Merriman recovers. And she is hustling. She's at the 8-meter mark already, whips it in and scores in the high right. 4-0 Hawks. In the theme of sportsmanship and respect for one another, I just want to point out that both the Tamalpais Hawks and the Terra Linda Trojans are all masked on the field of play and on the sidelines. It's an important distinction. In the face-off again, Wenzel and Griffiths. Referee places the ball there still, and away we go. Griffiths wins it. Merriman picks it up again, but loses it on the mat. Smith kicking it forward. It doesn't get out of the circle. But it looks like Maggie Griffiths has picked it up. Terra Linda clearing it out. That was Lucy Janorski looking to send it out to Piper Egan, but the ball goes out of bounds. And Rothwell brings it back in for the Hawks. Sees Weissman on the outside. Going to the center of the 12, the 8. Kendra Weissman sends one in. Oh, no, she did not. That was very convincing. And back on the inside. I think that was Lucy Hexamer on that goal. Five to 0 Hawks. And it's Wenzel and Griffiths again. Griffiths on the win. Merriman tries to get out of the circle. It hits the ground and Smith recovers the ball. Sam Smith heading to the 30, the 20. And it looks like Weissman draws the foul. And Weissman with the score, 6-0. want to mention both the goalkeepers for today. We have Adina, number 5, in the net for the Trojans, and Murphy, number 27, in the net for the Hawks. Anybody who can last a game in the goal of a lacrosse match deserves a Medal of Bravery. That's a fast-flying piece of rubber. It hurts. In the face-off circle, again, Wenzel and Griffiths. Griffiths with the pull away. Merriman recovers. Sees Smith. Smith looking to distribute. Sees Weissman on the outside, on the left side. Circling around. She throws to X. Quinn Rothwell. Rothwell and Hexamer playing a little catch behind the crease. Rothwell to Hexamer. Hexamer to Rothwell. Referee looks like she's looking for a card. Green card call. No mouth guard. Looks like that call goes against Tamalpais. So the Trojans will take possession in their own defensive zone behind the goal. And it looks like Lucy Janorski will be handling the ball for the Trojans. Janorski looking to move it up. The Hawks not giving her any space, but she does clear it. There's a call. And it turns over to Tamalpais. Rothwell to Weissman. Weissman behind the goal looking for an open player. Weissman back to Rothwell. Oh, a beautiful pass, Weissman to Merriman. And that's 7-0. Merriman with a hat trick. And we've got time called. We want to welcome everybody observing our global broadcast today. Special shout out to some of our friends in the Bay State. Spirit of America, folks, Massachusetts. We have some viewers from Southern California. If I didn't mention it before, I'm going to mention it now. The TAM High Boosters and the TAM Foundation making this broadcast of TAM TV possible. Tamalpais back on the field. Terra is still in conference. Trojans coming up with some strategy. We hear their cheer. And the girls in blue are back on the pitch. No major changes in the lineup yet. And it is Wenzel and Griffiths once again in the face-off circle. Referee gets it set, backs away from the circle, and away we go. Griffiths with the win. Smith knocks it out of the sky. It hits the mat, but she recovers right around the 50-yard line. Tries a pass. It goes over Rothwell's head, and it clears the back. And I believe that possession will go to the Trojans. Sophia Brady passes up to Emma Kraus. Ball on the ground, recovery, referee with a call. Terra Linda will get the possession. Greta Mona is taking the play for the Trojans. Maggie Griffiths tangled up with the Terra Linda player. Oh, number 10, Nola Gabbard has the ball for Terra Linda. She's looking for someone to pass to, and the Trojans get the call. Tamalpais crowding a little bit on defense there. Greta Moniz, she goes, oh, long pass. She was looking for Michaela Herskin, but it went over her head. And Tamalpais will take the ball. It looks like TJ Hill bringing it up for the Hawks. Hill sees Smith. Smith across the middle. Smith out to Griffiths. Griffiths on the far right side. Clears it to Rothwell in position X behind the crease. Now Weissman. Weissman back to Rothwell. Rothwell back to Weissman. Weissman looking. Weissman brings it around, does a button hook, and puts it in the net. Eight 0 Hawks. Maddie Smith, number 54, taking the field to cheers from her teammates. Maddie, a lacrosse force for sure, and you can hear the girls cheering her on. She's been out with an injury, but looks like she is ready to go, and it's great to see her back on the field. Griffiths and Wenzel again. Griffiths wins it, tries to take her own win. Oh, Smith collides with Merriman. Smith's got it. Passes that upfield for Shine. Annie Shine moving it across. She's going all the way left to right behind the 12-meter. Sees Kendra Weissman. Weissman has it to Griffiths. Griffiths to Maddie Smith. Maddie Smith to Quinn Rothwell. Rothwell in the X position. Sees Smith again. Maddie Smith. Maddie Smith. Shine shoots across, but they don't make the pass. Merriman goes in. And Maddie Smith curls around. Oh. Maddie to her sister Sam. It bounces over. Good hard low shot, but it bounced over the Terra Linda goal. Tam keeps possession. Rothwell working it from the X. Back to Sam Smith. Sam Smith back to Quinn Rothwell. Maddie Smith joining her behind the Terra Linda goal. Now to Maddie Smith. Maddie back to Rothwell. Rothwell to Sam Smith, down and in. And that's another goal for the Hawks. (9-0) Tamalpais. Graciela Hale and Emma Palmer coming on the field for the Hawks. Merriman and Rothwell will get a breather. And Hale and Palmer are both going to the attack position for the Hawks. Again, Wenzel and Griffiths in the face-off circle. Savannah Hobson coming off the field for the Trojans. On the outside for the Trojans is Michaela Hirschau and looks like Nola Gabbard on the outside of the circle, waiting for Wenzel's face-off. And for Griffiths, looks like Smith and Weissman. Griffiths wins her own face-off. Heading to the right, clears it to Maddie Smith. And Maddie Smith out to Graciela Hale. Hale to Emma Palmer. Palmer working it around, and out she goes to Sam Smith. Sam Smith sees Kendra Weissman. And Weissman to Griffiths. Griffiths to Hale. Hale to Smith. Smith to Palmer. Palmer working it at the 12. Oh, she's trying to get to the 8, but tough resistance from Terra Linda. That was Michaela Hirschau. Oh, sorry, Hirschken, excuse me, on defense. Did not allow Palmer to proceed. Palmer on the shot, up high. And a nice save by Adina of Terra Linda. She clears it out. Tamalpais tries to intercept the clear. Hirschken on the outside with hustle, but it gets out, it escapes. Emma Palmer to Weissman. Kendra Weissman looking for a teammate. And she finds Maggie Griffiths behind the goal. Griffiths taking the X position. And out she goes to Hale. Hale to Smith. Annie Shine looking for opportunity, sprinting through the shot zone. Annie Shine looking for an opportunity. She's going to try again. In she goes, turns it around. Oh, it goes over the goal. Maddie Smith bringing it in for the Hawks. Maddie passes it to Annie Shine. Annie again into Weissman. Kendra with a sneaky shot. Kind of an underhanded shot and snuck right by Adina of Terra Linda. So the score is 10-0. Hawks.
Thanks, Quinn.
What'd she say? In the face-off circle, here we go. It's Griffiths and Wenzel one more time. Looks like Smith and Weissman on the outside for the Hawks. Smith with an aggressive take, a win by Griffiths, and Sam Smith moves it across. She passes to her sister, keeping it all in the family. Maddie Smith with a pass back to Hale. Hale to Palmer. Palmer outside to Weissman. Kendra Weissman out to Maggie Griffiths. Griffiths inside. Maddie Smith, and that has to feel good. Maddie Smith with first goal of the game. Back onto the field after some time off, and that's got to feel great, and you can hear her teammates cheering her on. Excited for her, as we all are here. And after her goal, the coach gives her a breather. And it looks like Shelby Capetta has stepped in for Smith up on attack. Maggie Griffiths in the face-off circle. Again with Emily Wenzel from Terra Linda. Ref separates. Away we go. Griffiths wins it, but Wenzel bats it down. Oh, but Sam Smith runs in and captures that for Tamalpais. Tamalpais with possession. Hawks working it around. Smith to Weissman. Weissman to Hale. Hale to Palmer. Beautiful pass by Hale across, streaking with Annie Shine, and another score for the Hawks. 12-0. Zadie Foskett takes the field for the Hawks, and off comes Annie Shine and Kaylee Morris. Kendra Weissman takes the face-off. There's a whistle, and they return it to Terra Linda. Michaela Herskin. Herskin to Emma Kraus. Kraus looking to clear it. A lot of Hawks around. Kraus out to Emily Wenzel. Wenzel circles back. Passes it back to Herskin. Herskin looking for open field. Oh, she does a nice move. Clears a few Tamalpais defenders and draws the call. Oh, Tamalpais bats it down from Herskin, and Griffiths recovers. It looks like Tamalpais is going to get that call. So Griffiths clears it up to Shelby Capetta. I think Capetta draws a foul. Defended by Nola Gabbard, number 10 for Terra Linda. Capetta working it forward. She's almost to the 12. At the 12-meter line, she passes it up. Oh, it goes over Palmer's head. But it goes out, and it's untouched. Well, it turns over to Terra Linda. Sprinting from the end line. Looks like Sophia Brady. Brady draws the call. Takes off again. Passes it out to Nola Gabbard. Nola is surrounded. Back to Brady. It falls to the ground. Tamalpais kicks it forward, and it looks like it's recovered. By number 19. Is not on my roster unless that's an 18. No 19. Terra Linda player. Shelby Capetta. Capetta to Palmer. Palmer looking. Zadie Foskett. Foskett to Weissman. And Weissman sees Hale behind the goal. Across the yellow looking for somebody. Gets it to Palmer. Palmer on the inside to Weissman. Weissman with a good shot, but an excellent job of goalkeeping by Adina from Terra Linda. So number 18, Lucy Janorski, taking the turnover penalty for Terra Linda. She moves it out of up to their 8-meter line. Referee separating the Tampa Pius defenders. Janorski looking for a Terra Linda teammate. Ball gets knocked down. And who comes up with it? Well, I'll tell you who, Sam Smith. Smith over to Foskett. Shelby Capetta with a shot. Well defended by Terra Linda and a save by Adina. Bounces behind the goal, and it looks like Foskett maintains possession. Graciela Hale in the X behind the Terra Linda goal. Tosses it over to Kendra Weissman. Weissman to Smith at the top of the 12. Smith with some audibles, trying to get her team to find opportunity in open space. To Palmer. Palmer out to Capetta. Capetta to Hale. Hale with a nice attempt to get it to Weissman, streaking across. It bounces back, gets defended. Smith back in. And that was Foskett with a shot, but Terra Linda defended it. Graciela Hale back to Foskett. Foskett up to Smith at the top of the 12. Smith going inside. Tries to get it to Griffiths, but Terra Linda knocks it back. Looks like Emma Kraus is trying to get it, and she draws the foul. She's surrounded by Tampa Pius Hawks, and they all have their sticks up. She clears it way across the field to Emily Wenzel. Wenzel to Janorski. Janorski back to Wenzel behind the Terra Linda goal. Looking for open space. Wenzel to Brady. Brady cutting across. Brady taking some long strides all the way up to the 50-yard line. Nola Gabbard has possession, but Tampa Pius draws a call. Excuse me, Terra Linda draws a call. So it'll be Sophia Brady. That gets knocked down. Some good defense by Palmer. Palmer bringing it up to the 40-yard line. She sees Graciela Hale. It gets in front of her. Hale's trying to get it off the ground. Does a good job, and I think she may have drawn a foul on that. And she did. So Graciela Hale passing it to Kendra Weissman in the X position behind the Terra Linda goal. In she goes. And that was an excellent goal. Weissman. And it looks like that was to Maggie Griffiths. Nice play. Weissman leaving the field, and on comes Carson Can for Tampa Pius. Kiersey Harris taking the field for Tampa Pius. So it looks like Nola Gabbard in the face-off circle against Maggie Griffiths. Gabbard for Terra Linda, Griffiths for Tampa Pius. That is picked up by number 7 from Terra Linda. That's Michaela Herskin. She's moving around and looking for a teammate. Surrounded by Hawks. And I think she drew a foul trying to escape the defense. Michaela Herskin passes it back, but it was intercepted by Maggie Griffiths. Griffiths taking it all the way to the X position behind the goal with an audible. And that was to Cassie Kelly, I believe. Sorry, Andy Kelly. And Andy Kelly with a good attempt. And Cassie Kelly also on the field. at the end of the half for Tamalpais and Terra. And we're at 13-0, the Hawks. Here in the Hawks' Nest, we're overlooking Richardson Bay. And for those with interest, it looks to be a high tide moving to a low tide. I'll check that in a moment with our tide meter. And while we're looking at Richardson Bay, we'd like to remind everybody that the Tamalpais Valley Ornithological Society Bird of the Month is the snowy egret, distinguished from the cattle and the common egret by the distinct yellow feet. A spectacular wading bird that can be seen here in the Richardson Bay at this time of year. We're going to take a quick station break for one of our sponsors. Our sponsors, again, are the Tam High Foundation, the Tam Boosters, and now a special message from our sponsor, Silence, while the announcer drinks water. And we hear the cheer of the Trojans. The girls in blue are back on the field. And there we hear it from Tamalpais. And it looks like we're ready for the second half of lacrosse here. Welcome back. Sorry for that pause and break. Shout out to all the parents, coaches, tech support, and everybody involved in making this game of lacrosse happen today. Appreciate everyone's effort and support of these young athletes. Special shout out to Ione and Derek for their tech support. Fantastic. Enabling us to stream worldwide to you from TAM TV. Right here from the Hawk's Nest in Mill Valley. So preparing for face-off. Some friendly conversation happening there between Emily Wenzel and looks like Maggie Griffiths. On the outside of the circle, we've got Sam Smith and Phoebe Merriman for Tamalpais. They're doubling up on Sam Smith. So she has Michaela Herskin and I believe Nola Gabbard on her side, and they're flanking Smith, and Griffiths won it, but the referee blew it off. So they're going to retake the face-off. Referee setting the face-off. Referee separates. And here we go. Griffiths wins it, and Phoebe Merriman picks it up. Merriman is well covered by Nola Gabbard. She takes a pause, and Gabbard goes to set on defense to Sam Smith. Sam Smith on the outside to Annie Shine to Kendra Weissman. Weissman back behind the goal. I believe that is Lillian Flynn. And Flynn and Rothwell are playing catch. And I looked down and a goal was scored, but I believe that was Rothwell to Flynn. $14-0 Hawks. Wenzel and Griffiths once again in the face-off circle. Smith and Merriman, this time the Terra Linda defenders are split. Herskin and Gabbard on both sides. Smith comes away with it. Griffiths wins the face-off. Sam Smith wins it, or picks it up. Smith looking to, across the middle to Quinn Rothwell, an excellent goal. Way to go, Hawks. 15-0. So Zoe Newlight takes the field and on attack for the Hawks. Lillian Flynn comes to the sideline after her goal. And Quinn Rothwell comes off for the Hawks. Call was just made after they were set for the face-off. Let's see what that is. Janorski has it for Terra on her own 12-meter. Defended by Lucy Hexamer. Referee assures that Hexamer's spacing is good. Now it's moving. Janorski to the sideline. Emily Wenzel out there for the Trojans. Oh, and it looks like Annie Shine picks up a loose ball. Lucy Hexamer back to Shine. Shine out to Smith. Smith slowing it down, calling some audibles. Back to Shine. Shine back to Smith. Smith out to Merriman on the right. Merriman back to Smith on point. Point back to Shine on the left. Shine and Smith crossover. The ball comes loose. Shine recovers. Oh, ball comes loose again. Shine recovers again. Shine out to Merriman on the right. Merriman back to Smith on the left. Smith to Weissman. Weissman approaching on the left side. Back to Smith. Smith out to Weissman on point. Weissman sees Merriman on the outside. Out to Shine. Shine back to Sam Smith on point. Sam Smith looking, sees Weissman. Weissman across the middle. At the 8, comes back out to the 12, underhands it to Merriman. Merriman looking, clears it out to Smith. Smith way out to Shine. Shine switching hands, trying to break something free inside. Oh, there is a call. So an indirect for Weissman. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Correction. She's at her 8. Weissman flanked by 3 Terra Linda defenders on the 8-meter on the left and 2 on the right. Weissman inside. Oh. Nice attempt. I think she was trying to get it to Zoe Newlight. Recovered. Now Sam Smith has it. Sam going to X. Smith working it back and forth. Sees Rothwell. Oh. And a great save by Adina. Rothwell with a good solid shot. Adina has the ball in her net. She's staying inside her crease. Herskin behind and looking for space. She tosses it out up to Emily Wenzel. Wenzel tries to get it across. Merriman gets it across. Merriman to Hexamer. Hexamer out to Newlight. Newlight to Shine. Shine at the 12-meter. Sam Smith on point in between 12 and 8-meter. Goes back out to Merriman on the right. Merriman to Weissman. Ball hits the ground. Weissman recovers quickly. Sam Smith at the top of her 12. Looking for someone. Spinning around. Zoe Newlight. Zoe Newlight. Working it in, a defender on top. Newlight out to Merriman. Merriman into Weissman. Possible opportunity there, but well defended by the Trojans. Weissman to Merriman, Merriman to Shine. Shine on the left side of the 12. Out to Smith. Rothwell. Ooh. Michaela Erskine got a little impatient with some good defense there and broke the ball free, and the Trojans have possession. Erskine to Jorgensen. Jorgensen to Kraus. Kraus tries to get it across to Gabbard, but the ball falls down. Oh, that was Wenzel. Wenzel got it back out to Erskine. And Erskine running backwards. She is crowded by Hawks players. Erskine to Wenzel. Wenzel back to Erskine. Oh, ball gets loose and goes out of bounds. Possession, Tamalpais. Annie Shine bringing the ball in, sees Sam Smith. And Smith to Rothwell. Rothwell draws the foul. Rothwell at her 8-meter on the left side. Low shot it on the right side. Another score for Quinn Rothwell, a senior, having a good day. And the Hawks 16. And the Trojans still scoreless. Curtis comes on the field for the Hawks, relieving Sylvie May. And it looks like we've got Emily Wenzel out there. I'm not sure who's on the face-off for the Hawks. On the outside is Smith and Merriman. It looks like Griffiths once again, and it is. Griffiths wins it, but Wenzel does a great job, but it falls to the ground, and Smith picks it right back up. Smith out to Carson Can. That hits the deck, and the Trojans somehow got possession there. Sophia Brady, and it falls out of her net. And the ball turns over to Tamalpais. Phoebe Merriman starts with the ball out to Sam Smith. Sam Smith on the inside. And that was a nice goal by number 4, Stella Waters. Kaylee Morris coming on the field for the Hawks, as is Shelby Capetta. Morris coming in at midfield. And Morris is going to take the face-off. So Kaylee Morris, a senior, in the face-off circle. A little bit of a change-up for the Hawks. Merriman and Smith on the outside. And it looks like the Trojans have made a change as well. I want to say it's Nola Gabbard. It is. Gabbard wins that face-off. But the whistle blows, and I think they'll take it again. And Morris wins it. It comes out, and she picks up her own win. After it hit the ground, Morris recovers. Morris outside to Can. It's Rothwell back there. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's Stella. Maddie Smith back on the field. Passes to her sister, Senia Sandsmith. And to the outside to Shelby Capetta. Ball gets away. Well, that'll return to the Hawks for possession. Capetta will have the ball. Some aggressive defense by Herskin. Hawks looking for opportunity. Whoa. Carson Can with a nice shot, but it goes right of the goal and all the way back, untouched. The Hawks maintain possession. So Shelby Capetta will get an indirect shot. She's on the far left side. Excuse me, an 8-meter shot. I said indirect, that's incorrect. And a nice save by Adina on a hard shot by Shelby Capetta. Trojans bringing it out to midfield. Lots of Hawks on defense. Lots of 6 Hawks around. Nola Gabbard, who's trying hard to get it to her teammates on the other side of the halfway mark. Oop. Maddie Baird and Gabbard for the Trojans, and it rolls around and bounces around, and Sam Smith comes up with it, recovers it. Sam into the offensive zone and the attack zone for the Hawks. Smith passes over to Annie Shine. Annie on point. Out to Maddie Smith. Maddie Smith to Sam Smith. And we have a timeout. Well, a bit of an unevenly matched game today, but I do have to say from the Hawks' Nest that sportsmanship above all has prevailed here. The Tamalpais team has done an excellent job of rotating some of their underclassmen onto the lineup on the field of play here. And to the credit of the Terra Linda Trojans, despite being behind by a wide margin, we've not seen any poor sportsmanship or frustration manifest itself on the field. So both of those things are a direct sign of good coaching and leadership. So hats off to both coaching staffs for maintaining a good match and good sportsmanship here. You know, folks, if I forgot to mention, let me remember that Tam High TV here from the Hawks Nest would not be possible, not even slightly, if it was not for the generous support of the Tam High Foundation and the Tam High Boosters. So once again, thank you to both of you. It's now 5:04 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. It's starting to cool down here on Richardson Bay, from right here in the Hawks Nest. I'm going to check our temperature. So we've dropped to 61 degrees. Some shade from the mighty redwood trees behind us here in the Hawks Nest are starting to cast onto the Tamalpais field. So the girls in blue from Terra Linda are back on the field after a cheer and a conference with their coach. The Hawks awaiting their distribution onto the field, and we're just about there. Hawks behind Terra Linda. Wow. And that looks like Maddie Smith passing it to Carson Can. And Carson scores a very nice goal. Does a button hook from around the back of the Terra Linda net and sneaks it by. 9:46 remaining at 17 Hawks. And the Trojans scoreless. Maddie Smith takes a breather And onto the field comes Sadie Foskett. Looks like in the face-off circle we have still Maggie Griffiths, Phoebe Merriman on the outside, and Sam Smith on the outside. Here's our face-off. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Kaylee Morris on the face-off. My error. She was face-off against Emily Wenzel. So there's a foul there, so Morris takes possession, and she runs right towards the Terra Linda goal. Morris on a mission. And Kaylee Morris draws the foul. I'm going to speculate that Kaylee's going to go for the goal here. Morris with a very well-timed goal. Shot in the low left corner. Hawks 18. Stella Waters comes off the field. Tamalpais with a little bit of a rotation. And it looks like Smith and possibly Shine on the outside of the circle for a Morris faceoff. Ball gets away, moves around. It sticks from both teams, but Sam Smith recovers it. Out to Annie Shine. Annie across the middle with a nice attempt. A bit of a scrum in front of the Terra Linda goal. We had a Tamalpais player on the ground. Oh, a nice pickup by Carson Can. She tried to get it in, but the referee blew the whistle. And I think it's going to be an indirect. Kaylee Morris is going to take that for the Hawks. Kaylee at the 12-meter line looking for a pass. Oh, it gets knocked down by Herskin. Herskin again with some aggressive defense, trying to clear it out. She gets it to Gabbard. Gabbard trying to do the same, really fighting hard. Tamalpais putting up formidable defense. Tries to pass it to Jorgensen, but it gets away and goes outside. Tamalpais regains possession. That's taken from Aylin Curtis. Aylin gets it to Annie Shine. Annie Shine sees Kaylee Morris on the outside. Morris on the outside, I think that's Graciela Hale. Or it could be Shelby Capetta. No, it is Graciela Hale, but right now it's with Carson Can. Out to Sam Smith. Annie Shine. Shelby Capetta at the top. Oh! And Herskin knocks it out of Capetta's stick, but I think that will go back to Tamalpais. So Capetta will be at the indirect from the 12-meter line. She'll be looking to pass. Oh! She's going straight to it, and it fires a goal into the low left. And Shelby Capetta with a nice goal. 19 Hawks. Face-off looks like Kaylee Morris. And it looks like Emma Palmer on the outside circle and Annie Shine supporting Morris's face-off. Referee separates. Here we go. That was about an even draw. Morris against Emily Wenzel. And Terra Linda gets the possession call after some movement. Wenzel breaks away with the ball for Terra Linda. She's headed towards the Tamalpais defense. Out to Gabbard. Gabbard draws the call, indirect. She's at her 12-meter line. She'll be looking for a teammate. She gets it out to Wenzel. Wenzel to Emma Kraus. Kraus back to Wenzel. Wenzel to Kraus. Emma Kraus trying to make something happen. She passes it outside to number 1, Sophia Brady. Brady back in the X position to Gabbard. Wenzel has it on the left side of the Tamalpais goal. Gabbard in the X. Moniz cuts across. Back to Wenzel. Wenzel back to Gabbard. Gabbard has a lot of defense in front of her. And she drew the foul. And this will be from her 8 meters, so she's going to be going for the net. Gabbard scores an icebreaker for the Trojans. Well deserved. Trojans have stayed on the field, exuded excellent sportsmanship, continued to hustle, and they're rewarded. .245 remaining. Update on the tide report here from the Hawks Nest, folks. I miscalculated and called it a falling tide. It, in fact, is a rising tide, so we can see the flood coming in. We've gained possibly a meter since this match began. Kaylee Morris, Emily Wenzel in the face-off. Wenzel wins it. Emma Kraus on the outside for Terra Linda, fighting hard, gets it into Gabbard. Gabbard looking for a teammate. Gabbard's really playing hard, trying to split multiple Tamalpais defenders. And I think that she did. So Nola drew the foul. So Nola Gabbard, number 10 for Terra Linda. She'll have a direct shot. Ella Murphy makes the save for Tamalpais. And Annie Shine picks it up. Annie Shine goes back to Murphy. Goalie with a big net, looking for someone to clear it to, and does an excellent job at getting it right to Annie Shine. Annie goes from her 30 to their 40 pretty quickly. Oh, the ball comes out. Annie Shine looking for somebody. Kaylee Morris on the outside. Morris at the 12-meter. The clock's coming down. I think Morris may hold on to it. Passes it to Annie Shine. Shine at her 12, right at the top. Turns around, sees it. Oh, passes up. It goes over. And Zadie Foskett tries to save it, but Terra Linda gets possession. Piper Egan with the ball on the outside with Greta Moniz. Moniz up the sideline. Moniz looking to clear it to a teammate with some space. She does. She gets it to Gabbard. Number 10 sprints across. A lot of resistance. She's sprinting past 5 different Tamalpais defenders. Really working hard. She takes a shot. It is defended by Murphy. Does not go in. And the Hawks are victorious, 19-1. Well, it's been our pleasure here at TAM TV to join you for this incredible game of lacrosse. An Indigenous sport to our country that we are all grateful to have from our ancestors in the Algonquin Nation. We want to once again thank the Tam High Foundation and, of course, the Tam Boosters for their sponsorship of this event. If I didn't look across at our technical director, Ione, and give her a high five, I would be remiss. There's a very nice lady on the scoreboard who has a camera, and she looks a bit familiar. Kristen Merriman, thank you for your support today. And we want to thank Dave Griffiths at the scoring table for Tamalpais. And Devin Rothwell as well. And that's going to be a wrap. If anybody's in the area, it looks like there will be a junior varsity match. I can see the JV Wildcats from Marin Catholic coming up to the facility here, and I believe they'll probably be playing the junior varsity team from Tamalpais. Thanks very much for joining. Tamalpais Red-Tailed Hawks Lacrosse 2021 with the final score. Hawks 19, Terra Trojans 1. Thank you.